Traditional RV service is broken, so we decided to do something about it, and basically, we're trying to reinvent RV service. Hey everybody, Josh the RV Nerd here at Bish's RV. Let's kick this off by playing a little bit of a game. It's not a fun game and there's no prizes if you win. Leave me a comment. Let me know how long you think the average RV repair takes, from the time you drop it off to the time you pick it up and the work is done. Leave me a little note, because here's the answer. 71-day national average repair event cycle time, RECT, R-E-C-T. And the fact is that has wrecked more than one person's camping experience. We call it RV jail because your RV's locked up and you can't do anything with it except continue to make payments on it, which sucks for everybody. Because the thing is, like, the whole warranty process in the RV industry is just antiquated and out of date and crappy most of the time in general. You have to bring your RV in. We have to schedule when we pull it into the shop. Then we have to diagnose it. We pull it back out of the shop. Then we have to send things to like the warranty repair clerks. Then we have to wait for an approval. A lot of times we don't see an answer right away. So then we have to call and like bug them to finally look at your claim. Then we do or don't get an approval. Almost every time we're told we need more photos. And I swear there's way more truth to this image right here than I would ever like to admit, but the fact is, I don't care how many photos we provide, we almost always need to get more photos. Then once we finally get an approval, they send us parts. I'm not joking, half the time, the parts are wrong. And the half the time they're not wrong, half of that time, they're damaged on arrival, and we almost have to start the whole stupid process over again. Then we finally get the right parts, finally get it pulled in the shop, finally get it fixed, and by the time you pick it up over 2 months later, you're cheesed off. And I don't blame you. And just like you, we're ticked off and mad about it, and we're trying to do something about it. And we're calling it Bish Fix because, of course we would. But barring that, what this really is right at the very top of our big HQ out in Boise, Idaho, we have a team of certified technicians, and their job basically is they sit on the phone all day, every day, and they just tackle questions and concerns that clients have with the RV that they purchase from us. What we found is that 40% of the time, that team is actually able to address and or help someone fix their issue or perceived issue without ever needing to bring the RV in. We're keeping 40% of people on the road and out there camping and out of the shop. Because what we found is there's a lot of people who they either forgot or didn't know how to operate something, and a lot of times it's a situation where like somebody bought an RV in the fall, put it away for the winter, and when they pulled it out in spring for the first time, we're like, what did he say? How do we operate the water heater again? And we're tackling a bunch of that stuff without you needing to, again, break away from everything and haul the camper potentially hours away. This has been extremely valuable for people who maybe don't live right next to one of our stores and don't have necessarily a backyard Bish's RV store. We like to always have you think of us as your local dealer, but sometimes we're not exactly right in your backyard, And as a result, we have already made a pretty big impact in a lot of people's lives. But what if we can't resolve things on that first call? Well, remember when I walked you through that traditional warranty process, one of the things that we need to do, or just repair process in general, not even just specifically warranty, but one of the things we need to do specifically for warranty is have an official tech diagnosis. If you call and we can't say, well, the customer said this, like we have to have a tech look at it to verify, typically before factory warranty support really kicks in the traditional case, with very few exceptions. Well, because we already have a certified technician who is potentially video chatting with you, we already have a tech diagnosis. So instead of you waiting until after you drop your RV off and we pull it in and diagnose it, we are already able to begin something like a warranty or repair order and potentially order parts as needed because it's already been diagnosed by a certified tech. So when the parts come in, we let you know when they're in, and 85% of the time, after you drop your RV off, we have it finished and ready for you to pick up within 3 days. Remember, the industry standard on this is a 71-day turnaround, and 85% of the time, we have it down to 3 days. We would love it to be 1 day, but we are really happy with where it's at right now and continuing to try to improve it and move it forward. And in those 15% of instances in which we're not able to achieve that 3-day turnaround, there's usually some unforeseen instance or further diagnosis or parts or something had to be involved in there. We are still getting orders completed in those cases on an average of 30 to 40 days. And while that's nowhere near what we feel is acceptable, it's still less than, it's about half of the industry average. So with our BishFix service, we are at least cutting in half the expected repair event cycle time, if not breaking it down to just a fraction of the industry average. So who gets BishFix? How do you get BishFix? It is currently an automatic part of our Bish's RV Diamond Club. Whether you buy a new or used RV, you automatically become a Bish's Diamond Club member. During that first year, there's a lot of additional benefits and services that you can take advantage of, and the BishFix service is now part of that officially. It had been something we were piloting at various stores, and we have now rolled this out to every one of our stores nationwide. The thing is, though, it does mean that you do need to be a Bish's RV customer. And again, we don't care if you buy a trailer, a fifth wheel, a motorhome, a pop-up, new or used. This is a service that we're extending to anyone who has purchased from Bish's RV. There's also interesting things in that Diamond Club, such as no-cost annual winterizations that we do for you. That's a whole nother thing. This is only one part of the benefits that you get with our purchasing from Bish's, and we don't charge extra fees for any of this. This is, when you see the sale price tag on our website, this is all just part of it. We're not trying to tack on anything extra. It's just what you get. You chose our doorstep, and we choose to do our best to take care of you. But what if you didn't buy from Bish's and you still want to take advantage of our service? As you can see right here, we have started to allow non-Bish's RV customers the opportunity to take advantage of our BishFix service on a limited basis and as capacity allows. Now that we have this rolled out nationwide, we've begun to build up and staff up our, BishFix team, those certified, call technicians that we showed you earlier. And for a fee, basically, you can call in on a case-by-case basis as you need things and take advantage of that service. The thing is, we're doing that when we do not have one of our Bish's RV customers already in the line. So like, if we don't have somebody currently available, we can place you on a waiting list and then get you in touch with one of our, phone video techs once they become available. But, it is, again, a limited time basis right now. There is obviously a fee associated with that, whereas, if you're a Bish's RV customer, that's not something that you need to incur every time you call in. We just want you taken care of. But it is a program that we're beginning to roll out. I'd be kind of curious, is this the sort of service that you'd consider subscribing to effectively over an extended period of time? Again, this is a thing that we're one of the first dealerships to try to really do something like this and try to reinvent RV service, and we're still exploring the different ways that we think we could get it out there for you. But remember, this is all as capacity allows. So, right now when I'm releasing this video, it's February, and we have extra time to be able to answer extra things for other people. If it's June, July, we just may not have that capacity, and we may not be able to assist everyone as we'd like. Again, we are, building up, staffing up, but we're hoping to be able to get there. But at the time of this release, we just may not have been able to accomplish that quite yet. We're very happy with how well this program has worked. If you take a look here, you can see that we've had some very good, very positive early results off this program. Helped a lot of people through a lot of challenges. But we're also not perfect. And we acknowledge that. As we've gone through this, as we've been rolling this program out, we found little hiccups, kinks in the hose, as it were, little wrinkles that needed ironing out. And we're not disillusioned. We don't think we're ever going to be 100% perfect. But until we can iron out what we feel is about 99% of potential hiccups, we don't necessarily want to open the floodgates all the way across the country to every single individual person like that. It might happen in the future, but that's just not where we're at yet. Because again, we're not perfect. I've never claimed that I'm perfect. I've never claimed that any RV I've ever reviewed on my channel is perfect. But that doesn't mean that you should have to settle for just an absolutely awful ownership and service experience. Our goal here is to make this a positive experience for you, not just before and during, but especially after the sale. And that's probably the one area that the RV industry as a whole seems to be the most deficient in. So I'd like to kind of welcome people to chime off in the comments. If you have been an early user of our BishFix service, I would love for you to leave some notes and some feedback for some other people to see this, whether it was a positive experience or not. I want real information out there, because if there's something that we've done that wasn't great, we need to know what that is so we know how to continue to improve this service for our customers. And the goal here is to basically be your everything dealer. And we might have multiple stores in multiple states, but we are still a family-owned shop. And our name really is our business, and it's really what means the most to us. And we want that to be something that we can be proud of. So if you like how we're at least trying to make a difference on probably one of the biggest black eyes in the RV industry, maybe leave us a note, tell us thanks for trying, or hit the like button, subscribe to our videos, and see what else we might have to offer for you down the line. And until then, take care, stay safe, have fun, and best wishes from Bishes, everyone.